exhibition, contemporary artist Ian Mitchell was commissioned to produce two exciting pieces, Crossing the Humber 1 and NS2, for Beverley Art Gallery. The contemporary artist Stephen Todd, based in Sheffield, contributed towards the exhibition with a collection of his paintings and drawings specially inspired by the Humber. I know you will enjoy this exhibition, reflecting as it does one of the largest estuaries in the UK, stretching almost 70 kilometres from Goole to Spurn Point. It's a vast nature reserve, as well as a site for fishing, shipping, industry, agriculture, and holiday making.
There are probably at least 4,000 people who are involved in the design, manufacture of materials, administration and construction of the bridge, and who claim I built the Humber Bridge. In reality, this was a team effort, and so 3,999 others can equally claim that I built the Humber Bridge. Before construction started, the designers had to consider two fundamentals: the Humber Estuary, where the navigational channels for commercial vehicles could vary considerably, either near the Barton side or close to the Hessel side. The ground conditions were another factor to be considered. At Hessel, chalk was near the surface, but at Barton we had Kimmeridge clay about 30 to 40 metres down. To build the longest single-span bridge in the world, the designers used a steel aerofoil box profile which they had developed for the Severn Bridge, and this reduced the weight of the deck by about a third. The Humber Bridge was constructed using 17,000 tonnes of steel from 6 fabricators' yards in the UK, 11,000 tonnes of British wire from cables, and employed British labour. All the steel panels were delivered by rail to a purpose-built box assembly and painting yard at Old Priory Yard. The area is now where Sainsbury's Park and Ride, a hotel, and multiple car showroom operate. Today, in this international world, the new Queensferry Bridge over the Forth has 40,000 tonnes of steel from China, cables from Italy, Switzerland, and I understand that there were 26 nationalities employed in its construction. On the Forth Road Bridge, as a Dundonian, I only had difficulty in understanding the Glaswegians. I may be biased, but to me, when approaching from the south, the bridge on a summer's day looks its most beautiful, as the curve of the South Viaduct leads onto the bridge with the sun shining on the brick towers. To me, as an engineer, that is art, and I consider the Humber Bridge is a most appropriate addition to the Humber Estuary. I look forward to the exhibition to see how others view the Humber Estuary. Thank you.
The exhibition here is focused on the Humber. Why now?
Why now? Because I don't think it's ever been done before, actually. I mean, I came to the East Riding in 1993, and I suddenly became aware that there was this sort of vast lake at the bottom of it called the Humber, and as I began to walk and cycle and go over the bridge and all sorts, I began to think, this is just an amazing, absolutely incredible feature. People wax lyrical about the lakes in the Lake District, but they are puny little puddles compared to the vast sea, which is the Humber. And when you factor in all the different atmospheric conditions you get and all the craft going up and down, it's just an absolutely incredible historical, natural historical, archaeological feature, and it just deserves to be celebrated. And that's what this exhibition is about.
Such a broad estuary, such a broad subject matter. How do you start exploring it, covering it? You know?
Well, that's a very good question. The curators involved began to break it down into the usual headings: natural history, archaeology, maritime history, etc. But to a certain extent, we were dictated by the material which we managed to assemble. And I have to thank here the numerous art galleries and museums which contributed. For example, I mean, this might be a bit surprising, but the Grundy Art Gallery in Blackpool, right on the other side of the Pennines, they loaned us superb material, as also did North East Lincolnshire Council. There's some fantastic pictures as well. So I'm just so grateful to them. Without them, we would not have assembled such an interesting exhibition.
What do you hope people are going to gain from this and learn from it as an exhibition about something so local?
I think one thing which they're going to learn is the incredible quality of artwork which the Humber has inspired. And the other thing I'd say is that you really get a feel for what the estuary is about. So much of what this exhibition is about is the industrial. It's the shipbuilding, it's the whaling, it's the deep sea trawler fleets which were built in Beverley, side launched down the River Hull, and then went out of the port of Hull all over the North Sea. You begin to get a real feel of the industrial heritage of this estuary when you come around this exhibition.